planets alive. Rocking is more and more. Whenever it feels right. Whenever it feels right.
Okay, let's get this started. Omniscient recently made a video claiming that we are natural herbivores. That is to say, we can eat only vegetation, or that we are meant to eat only vegetation. He makes the claim that
Your arguments are based on primarily opinions, while mine are primarily based on facts. Let's kick things off, shall we?
I would like to point out that there are multiple dietary categories that any living being can be. Apart from the simple dichotomy that Omniscient presented, being herbivores and carnivores, there are in fact frugivores, folivores, insectivores, and a number of others. On top of this, biological tools often have multiple functions. Let's look at our closest living relatives, primates. I mean, I know we are primates, but you know what I mean. Now, in general, the smaller primates tend to be insectivorous. That is to say, they eat insects. Larger ones, like gorillas, tend to be herbivores. They live off general vegetation. They can eat fruit or leaves or whatever. But the closest living relative to humans is the chimpanzee. And guess what they are? Omnivores. Chimpanzees regularly kill and eat other animals, including other primates. The fact is, as far back as you can still call us human, our ancestors were eating meat. We domesticated meat and vegetation at the same time. There are many differences between common herbivores and humans that you should know about. Many herbivores have fermenting vats for helping to break down grain and vegetation. We don't have it. Many herbivores also have multiple stomachs so that they can help break it down. We don't have it. We have smaller canines as a result of an enlarged cranium, which is a result of eating meat. If we hadn't have eaten meat, our brains wouldn't have evolved to the size they are. In nature, the canine teeth are used as two things. They are both a weapon and a physical threat. It may interest you to know that the two primates with the biggest teeth, the baboon and the gorilla, are herbivores. That's because they don't use their teeth for eating. They use their teeth for scaring and for fighting. Human beings also have molars that are extremely comparable to that of the swine, which is omnivorous. In fact, the swine is the classic omnivore. It is designed to be able to eat whatever it can get, just like humans.
In the stomach of an herbivore lies 1/20th the amount of hydrochloric acid that lies in the stomach of a carnivore. I love to break it to you, but human beings also have 1/20th the amount of hydrochloric acid in their stomachs. These carnivores that you're so readily willing to compare yourself to without doing any research whatsoever, they have acid saliva. In addition to this, their saliva is not designed to pre-digest grains or fruits. Humans and herbivores, however, have alkaline saliva. And oh, what a shocker! Herbivores and human saliva is designed to pre-digest grains and fruits.
Human beings produce significantly more hydrochloric acid than most herbivores. Also, the pancreas produces many enzymes whose only function is to break down meat. That's it. We produce enzymes whose only function is to break down meat. We also produce other enzymes that are used to break down vegetation. This is because we're not carnivores, we're omnivores. Say it with me. Omnivore. Omnivore. Not fucking carnivores. That is why we do not resemble carnivores. That is why we sweat. That is why we don't have claws. We are not carnivores, we're omnivores. We also have a generalized pH that's designed to handle roughage. You said in an earlier video that it's okay to drink milk. You're not a vegan. Think that's because cows like to be milked, then it's okay to drink milk. Now you must realize on some level that they've been domesticated for this purpose, and the original species was nothing like that. They have been altered by artificial selection so that they can have that purpose. To me, that seems like it wouldn't fit with your ideology. Interesting thing is, human beings have only been consuming dairy products for 10,000 years. That is 1/5% of the amount of time that we have spent eating meat. We are not built to break down dairy products. It's not what we're designed for. But we can. So we do. Omniscient, don't act like you're concerned is biological. The only thing you care about is the morality behind it, the suffering behind the animals, which is another topic. Your concern is sheerly ethical and moral. You are an evangelist. It doesn't matter to you how the message gets across, as long as you get people subscribing to your ideology. The fact is, we are built to be omnivorous. We're generalized. We're opportunistic. That is a great evolutionary advantage. We would never be where we are today if we did not have that ability. If we were dedicated vegetarians, then we would be far more specialized.
When was the last time you saw a dog throw on a burger? When was the last time you saw a wolf walk into McDonald's and order a number 3? No, the bottom line here is that carnivores do not cook their meat because their stomachs are actually built to consume raw meat.
Now, omnivorism provides a very big advantage, but it also has disadvantages. Our body works mechanically different to specialized feeders. We are okay at eating both, but not fantastic. One of the ways that we have served to combat this is by cooking food, which has made it easier for us to break it down. This is another reason why we evolved to the state we are at. When we evolved to omnivores, there were certain disadvantages that we were able to combat using our intelligence. Same intelligence that allows us to make the decision on whether we want to be vegetarian or not. The same intelligence that would not have existed if we did not eat meat in the first place. Just tell me one thing. We have all the necessary tools for consuming and digesting meat. We bear many similarities to other omnivores. We have many things that herbivores don't have. And on top of all this, we like to eat meat. I mean, it's something that is wired into us. We enjoy eating meat. In many people's opinion, for a reason. This is a mechanism that we have evolved. What possible advantage could this offer if we weren't meant to eat meat? The idea being that we are designed to want it, to use it to our benefit, and then we shouldn't eat it. Now, before I go, I'd just like to make a couple more points. Human beings did evolve from herbivores. We are closer to herbivores than we are carnivores. We are not built to eat meat. We are built to be able to eat meat. There is a phenomenal advantage in being able to eat meat. Now that we've evolved to a society that doesn't have to, then certainly it is on the cards that maybe we should look at whether it is the best thing to be doing. Like I said in my previous video, there are ethical things to consider, and maybe you do raise a few good points. But your holier-than-thou shit is not helping anyone. You're like an ex-smoker that goes up to smokers and starts coughing in their face. Do you mind? I'm a non-smoker. You evil, evil smoker. Don't those people know what they're doing? It's disgusting. These people have no idea how mad it makes them. It's so sick. Don't they know how bad it smells? Well, fuck you. The fact is, just because you have clung to this ideal doesn't make you a better person. Your facts are flawed. Whatever. I've had enough of this. My name's Luca Troy. Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
What do you see on my fingers? Are they claws? Do herbivores have claws? No. Do carnivores have claws? Yes. Which of course is entirely stupid. Unfortunately, I'm not done yet.